I read those results, and as I do, I feel a sense of déjà vu. I wish, for Italy's sake, that this was a sort of done and dusted election. But given that there's been 60 governments in the last 60-odd years, this one is no exception, is it? This is by no means done at this stage.
It's by no means done, but it is exceptional. This is the first time ever that Italy has had a hung parliament. It's all because of the very peculiar election law, which, as you showed, even though the centre-left got a majority in the Senate, they won't have a majority of seats. And Berlusconi will almost certainly have the biggest single number.
I've said tonight, at best, I think this is a complicated system. I worry, at worst, it's pretty dysfunctional. Don't answer that question for me yet. I want to just get us some more facts for our viewers to contextualise why the Italian election is so important to all of us around the world. Italy is struggling with its longest recession in 20 years. Last month, the country's central bank said Europe's fourth largest economy, the third largest in the Eurozone, remember, would shrink 1% this year. That's 5 times worse than its previous forecast. Now, Italy's high public debt is a ball and chain, holding back its recovery. It's currently at 120% of its annual GDP. That is the third highest in the developed world. The severe spending cuts needed to bring down that debt have not been popular. They've led to protests and strikes across the country. So the question is, who would do what if they were running a new government? It's no surprise it's all about the economy in Italy, James, is it? But what are the candidates pushing for? Austerity or stimulus? I want to just remind our viewers before we speak on that. A reminder, Pierluigi Bersani, leader of the Democratic Party, does back austerity. He also wants to raise taxes on the wealthy. Former Prime Minister Silvio Berlusconi is pro-stimulus. He also wants to abolish Italy's controversial property tax, of course, and even paid back the property taxes already paid in. Technocrat Mario Monti, also a former PM, supporting austerity, pushing unpopular budget-cutting reforms. And don't forget the comedian turned politician that we've been telling you about, Beppe Grillo, hopes his anti-austerity message resonates with recession-scarred voters, especially in hard-hit areas like Sicily. Pick your magic wand, get your magic wand out, get the golden, the ball out, as it were. What's going on here, and what do you think is going to happen next?
Well, Italians had a year of serious cuts, which was supported by Berlusconi, by the way, and Bersani, and, of course, led by Monti. They couldn't decide. The centre-left was not able to put forward a clear picture. They lacked leadership, and Berlusconi, who was trailing way behind before Christmas, ended up putting together, reconstituting a new centre-right coalition.
Well,